So what does it mean when we talk about PHP? Like we talk about PHP web shells and how PHP runs on this server, but what does that actually mean in terms of how we use this server? The best way I can think of to describe this would be through visuals. So right here we have our server, we have the internet, and we have your PC or my PC, whichever personal computer you want to use, or even your phone or tablet. Where PHP and HTML differ is where they're run. So you can see on this block here, we have our PC, we have HTML. So HTML is there to describe to our web browser what a website should look like. And this is sent by the server, but the HTML itself is only run on the computer. On the other hand, PHP only is going to run on the server. It's not going to be sent to the personal computer of the user because that's not the purpose of PHP. The purpose of PHP is to create more dynamic web pages. So HTML is pretty much static. When it's sent to the computer, it's going to be static like this. It's not really going to do a whole lot except display the website. If you want to interact with the website in a way such as you have user accounts or you're trying to look up something, there needs to be something on the server side in place in order to handle those requests. And that is the purpose of PHP. So for example, if I open up one of these files here, I'm going to open up the common.php file. So this is the inside of the common.php file. And if you've programmed in HTML, you'll probably notice right away there is HTML markup all over this file. But there's also these other things in here that HTML doesn't have, like functions, and it's able to do SQL requests like this. So what PHP does is it will first run this file, or a collection of files in this case. It will process the internal logic of the file, and then will dynamically generate an HTML file to send to the computer. So if I back out of this, you can see here, there's only one HTML file in this entire program here, and it's this one. So if I cat index.html, you can see that there's only one line of HTML in that index.html file, and that's just this meta tag. All the rest of the HTML that you see on this website is being generated dynamically by the PHP files. So one of the biggest reasons why PHP is vulnerable to many different kinds of attacks, well, there's actually three reasons. The first reason is that it's very old. It's been around a long time, and the systems it was built for in the past are not really the systems we use today. So it's had to sort of adapt to new styles of programming. The second reason is that it's extremely popular. It's one of the most popular backends for a web server on the market currently. The third reason is it is a programming language. It is not a markup language, which means that PHP does things on the computer. It can make files, it can delete files, it can do all kinds of different things. And because it has that kind of power, it has a lot of potential to be used for bad things.